So there was a time a little bit a while ago. It was a little different time, right? Remember the first time I wore this shirt for you? Hmm? I had a different comportment. I don't think you liked that as much. Hey, remember when you hacked those kids in Fort Worth using other kids in Dallas? Remember when you did that? Remember when a bunch of old timers in Dallas wanted to play like they were transporting explosive chemicals? Because that's what they do. They always get the Transportation and Explosives Act mixed up with the Teachers Educators, the Texas Educators Association. And that's what this is about. You have to fucking make some fucking deal to cover up what the fuck you guys did with my dad and my sister. Because I'm stupid enough to give a shit about those 43 teachers, not students, assholes. You're so goddamn perverted that you will downgrade them to students so you can swap them out with the little kiddies they got access to. You want to say that while you're working your own West Coast version of Operation Mamacita, which by the way, I was very disappointed with you trying to say some bullshit about how you didn't agree with the transportation policy about how those immigrants were going to get from the border to your state because you knew goddamn fucking well you wanted them to come up there illicitly so you could register them on site as your asset. And you didn't want a diversion through the federal government, which unfortunately is your fucking jurisdiction, right? But we're not talking about that, right? Because what we're supposed to be talking about is this. Am I seeing this right? How many fucking years have I been trying to get someone to acknowledge pension fraud, if nothing else, in the form of let these jackass fucking cops do their little fucking workups and their fake fucking reports while they're supposed to be licensed or certified in how to handle a response regarding people who have been trafficked? They get a certificate saying they've received training in how to address that. How do they address that? Well, you go back into the pipeline until you seal the deal, and then maybe you can help me with the workers' comp claim, and then what? A little later on down the line, what? Because there's no later on down the line for people like that, unless you got a little kitty you're going to give them. You are not serious here. This is really what's going on. This is what it says. Lead co-sponsor amendment included in conference report for victims of trafficking and violence protection act of 2000 PL 106-386 10/28/00. I watched you black ops your bipole. And now I think you California women in leadership and your intelligence, I think you created COVID-19, didn't you? That's why Kamala fucking Harris has to come to fucking Fort Worth. Is fucking Ed Krause gonna be there to greet her? The day after the default? The day after the default on a fucking military joint operations manual on how to handle a CBRN incident? You're going to deploy your black operator? Are you intending to continue black operating her when she's the vice fucking president? What happened to those girls? What happened to those girls from Shibuk? You absolutely know. You put on your site what you guys were doing that day. She didn't have any information. What was she supposed to be doing that day instead? What's going to happen when you're still working those committee assignments you and her signed up for and those commitments you guys threw down on when she's in the fucking second chair? How many real estate deals did you hook up with Biden before this election season that ended up using the political capital of people that, if you were not so mired in corruption, might have actually been able to provide a very meaningful contribution to whatever is supposedly your constituency? How many fucking weapons deals did you hook up on me and my sister alone that allowed for the material conditions for the goddamn default on a military manual regarding response to a CBRN incident so you can launder shit through Kamala Harris's stock split in a fucking city that was hacked as a strategic campaign contribution? I appreciate you for doing a very thorough job on your next report to the ethics committee, right? Because that's my recourse. I gotta wait for your ass to figure out how much you're gonna value these kind of reports. Is it under $250? How much do you make this? Are these pennies? You guys got me on a penny stock trade every time? So you can take it and you can repurpose it and then you could go to that $10,000 a plate special and somewhere I don't even qualify for being named. And what you really make money on is the shit you steal after you lie and say that me and my people are fucking spies. How many fucking teachers right now just don't fucking consummate your political campaign contributors? And so they're on a secret blacklist. So they get the good porn in the background.